So the Skylander I chose was Prison Break. I chose Prison Break because on either path he's really good. Like you can drop 3 crystals and shoot 1 beam, or you can drop 1 crystal and shoot 3 beams. So I guess either path is really good. I chose the beam path because you got to shoot 3 beams out of 1 crystal. And why not just drop 3 crystals by yourself rather than it doesn't really waste that much time. And then on top of that, your beams do increased damage and you look gold, which doesn't really matter. But that's it. Well, that's not the end, but I'm going to go to the other one. So now let's go ahead to water. Water was really, really hard. What made it really, really hard was Wham Shell and Slam Bam. Oh, by the way, all you guys are haters if you guys say Zap is bad. I swear to God, you guys suck. Zap is a god. You lay down some slime, you set up a wave, and shoot at the same time. Anyways, besides the point, Slam Bam, I thought he was really good because when you get in there with that punching, both paths is good because if your freeze is strong, then your punch is strong. If your punch is strong, then your freeze is strong. And Wham Shell, if you use the Poseidon Strike on his mace path, it does so much damage. So I'm not even going to make it dramatic, and I'm going to go ahead and give it to Slam Wham Shell. Yep, Wham Shell. So later afterwards, I'm going to be giving you guys a 1 level playthrough with all of these calendars. So just wait for that. But for now, we're going to go ahead to fire. So fire was a really hard choice. They were the first element I had all 4 of. All of them are really, really good. Sunburn has this, down his fire breathing path. He has that, amazing fire thing when if you charge it up. Flame Slinger is, really cool with his, flame, with his arrow barrage in the sky. Eruptor's amazing with his eruption, and Igniter's amazing with his soul of fire and his blade. Sunburn is not very rounded, if you ask me, because his teleportation is really useless. So that, I want to get, someone that's good on both paths. And, overall. So, Flame Slinger, he was more like a character that runs away than really gets in there and just bursts everything you have. I mean, you probably think it's a Eruptor or Igniter because they both burst. So, anyways, Eruptor, when you get up there, he just explodes. But I found that his fire thing was really useless, and his magma balls was so useless. With Igniter, when you actually control your fire and the blade, whatever, you guys get the point, it's Igniter. Because Igniter, the sword path I personally like, but on the Soul of Fire, which I always found a little bit hard to control, you do a lot of damage and shoot 3 mortars rather than with the sword path. Your sword does 40 damage. So I think the sword path is better, but you'll see. I did a review on him if you guys want to watch that video. For both paths. One video it shows both paths. But for anyways, this one, Boomer, Drill Sergeant, and Drillbot. Drillbot, he's honestly good on the laser path. I don't see why the point people click the Clockwork Dragon. Drill Sergeant, I found him annoying unless he's on the rocket path, because the rocket path, if you hold down your Z and just start spamming A, there's so many rockets, it's literally unblockable. It's impossible to beat. And then Boomer, if you choose the dynamite path, you just run around with bombs like a maniac. I found that overall, Boomer takes a little bit of strategy to actually run around with the bombs and throw the dynamite. Drill Sergeant's really annoying to use with his run through, so I guess you guys can tell it's Drillbot. Because Drillbot, when you get his lasers up, it's impossible to beat him. He just keeps on going. So for this one, Cinder was really good on the ghost path, but the lightning I found really useless even though it's a primary attack. And Hex, she always needs to be on a shield to actually be good. Absolutely useless unless you have her up on the shield and then like starts sending things flying, which makes it like really weak. You need someone that just goes in there and starts going after them. And then Ghost Roaster and Chop Chop. Chop Chop, the sword does 12 damage if you choose the shield path, so he's only good with his Wow Pow and the shield path. That you can stun them, and it does a lot more damage. And Ghost Roaster, he loses health when you're invisible, and you can hit him when he's in ghost form. So either way, he's losing life. Like, he's possible to hit. Like Cinder, at least when she's in the ghost thing, she's hard to hit. And when all of them have some type of shield, if you notice, like she runs through the ghost path. This has like the actual bone shield, and then he has the shield. So that's why I have to give it to Chop Chop. Wow Power or not, but due to the fact that when he's stunned, if he stuns you, you can just keep on going on that. So down here to air, I knew Lightning Rod wasn't it because like the Cloud Revolver path and the Lightning path are good, but when he uses that Air Lightning, when he gets hit, it stops. So if someone just shoots you, the attack stops. So that's the only thing that I really believed that there should have been like a throwing lightning path rather than the 3 clouds revolving. Because someone can just shoot you and not even get close to you. Tornado I found like really useless on the tornado path. Because like the turtles are thrown aimlessly rather than at an actual aim. And his tornado path is like really annoying in PvP, which also means good, but Whirlwind had like the rainbows, which I always thought was really like, it wasn't really as powerful as Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom, when you just start tossing those eggs, the eggs do damage, and then you already have like a base of 39 on your Echo, so you just throw 4 eggs, they grow fully hatched, and you just shoot them, and then you start haunting people down, just practically invincible. Number 4, Stealth Elf is just like absolutely phenomenal. Stealth Elf, like when you get on the knife path or the teleportation path, they're just like down, like just like that. Zook, I found like he wasn't exactly that fun to play with because it was really awesome, like with the cacti wall, and like the strong bazooka if you choose that path. But I thought it was like not exactly as fun without the Wow Pow. With the Wow Pow, he's fun. And then Stump Smash, I found that his stumps can do more damage. So then if you chose a stump path, but then you don't have to, or if you chose the Eggcorn path, Eggcorns are just exploding everywhere. So the Eggcorn path, the better choice, but then your hammers don't do as much damage. So as you can see, then it's Camo. Camo, the Sunblast do 13 damage and the Rapid Fire. And you can get 3 around you and they start healing. Then you have your Melon Fountain, which absolutely like annihilates if all the melons hit, or even like 3, because each of them do like 60 to 80 damage, which is 120 damage. And then also the Vine Path is really good because it like splits into 2 and just hunts you down. So there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a little preview of all of them. So we have Double Trouble, Prison Break, Wham Shell, Igniter, Drobot, Chop Chop, Sonic Boom, and Camo. So for Magic, which I forgot to do, I automatically, oh, by the way, my description about the Earth guys was deleted for some reason, but whatever. Spyro was automatically kicked. I was not even close towards the other people. Wrecking Ball's tongue path is cool, but I think his rolling path is better, way better, so it's not like exactly rounded, because one move which is like really weird to use and annoying to use compared to a really easy move which does barely any damage. So I was feeling a little skeptical, but you know. And then for Voodoo, if you choose that, like, both paths are really good, but if you choose the tripwire path, when you hit one person, it kills like 20 people. It's so good. And then for Double Jump, both paths are really good, but his Eldritch Beam path is so good because it has like this magic bomb thing, which you can do repeatedly, which is really powerful. So I chose double jump. For the fact of the magic bombs and the Eldritch Beam, it hunts you down, just keeps on going.